Well, as you are thinking about your New Year's resolutions, there is one that you may want to consider giving up. That's coffee, but maybe you shouldn't.
No, not going to happen. Dr. Kelly Powers joins us with the great news for all of us early risers. Nice to see you. Happy New Year.
Nice to see you guys. Happy New Year.
So, coffee, a great thing.
You know
I've
what?
been saying it for years.
I have too, and according to many studies, not just one, that is what they're saying. Specifically, let's start with diabetes. So there are 28 combined studies, 3 of which came out of Harvard University, which are large cohort studies, analyzing about 1 million people, and they showed that there's an inverse correlation between drinking about 3 cups of coffee a day, not 1, but 3, decreasing your chances of getting diabetes, type 2 diabetes.
Why?
Specifically. Reason is chlorogenic acid. Chlorogenic acid is going to increase metabolism of glucose and increase insulin sensitivity. So type 2 diabetes is insulin resistance. This is going to help out.
Very good.
Drinking coffee can protect us from liver cancer too?
That's true. That's true. So it shows a 14% reduction, according to various studies, from something called calf-stol. Calf-stol is going to decrease liver toxins in your liver and thus prevent carcinogens from forming.
So this was the subject I looked forward to the most this morning, validating my coffee addiction. But especially for men, it sounds like it also would prevent prostate cancer?
Correct. So according to a meta-analysis, which is a fairly large study of over 500,000 men, it showed that there was a decreased correlation, again, between drinking daily cups of coffee and decreased prostate cancer. They even upped the ante if you had more than 2 cups a day to about 12 or 13% reduction in prostate cancer. And that's from antioxidants and, again, the chlorogenic acid.
Hopefully 8 cups makes you bulletproof.
Right, you think so.
That's about where I'm
Probably
at.
just start shaking. But, yeah.
Well, that's why I'm so surprised that with your next point about Parkinson's disease, how does it, you say it helps prevent that?
Right, and you know what's funny? It is kind of, it's counterintuitive, but it's the caffeine in coffee that helps with Parkinson's disease. And that's because it is going to block the adenosine receptors in the brain, which will then thus increase dopamine. So Parkinson's, by definition, is a shortage of dopamine, so this is going to increase the dopamine. Now, it will not stop Parkinson's from forming or developing. However, it's shown to decrease the symptoms, which are imbalance, muscle weakness, stiffness, that kind of thing.
Now, we should be clear. We're talking about drinking black coffee, like the way nature intended it.
Not with
with
artificial
the way that Anna drinks it, with Splendas and milk in it.
Black or with a little milk, I think, is okay. So.
Is there any downsides to it?
They're not finding it in these studies. I mean, well, I should say this. Check with your primary care. There are some medications that are counter or interacting with it, so it's always best to check with your primary care physician on that one.
And you say it can even make us live longer?
Correct. So it can prevent premature death, as of all the reasons we just suggested, but also there are studies that show that there's a decrease in heart disease and chronic respiratory disease, influenza, and pneumonia.
I don't see any downsides.
I don't see. America, go out, get another cup of coffee if it's your first, second, third, or fourth, and improve your life.
But it can make you feel anxious, can't it?
It can.
Of course, short-term thing.
A little bit of shaking here and there, but maybe more than 3. We'll see. Minor.
Keeps me from dying. I'll drink coffee.
There you go.
I'll take the shakes for that.
I'm going to go buy some now. You guys want some? I'm going to go next door.
Okay, I want a mocha chocolate.
Dr. Kelly Powers, thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Great to see you.
Great to see you.